Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hu Tao for dinner! Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Xingqiu Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list. As expected of the parlor director, always so generous! Come on, let's go!
Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact for the Lunar New Year event, the Exquisite Night Chimes. I believe we are at the epilogue now, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Epilogue, between Facades and Familiar Faces. It's now time to attend Hu Tao's dinner. You head to Xingqiu Kiosk with Paimon in tow. Yeah, we have this. I guess the text here is the same, and we'll track this. I don't know why this year we haven't actually, released that Ming Xiao lantern. Unless that's not even a Ming Xiao lantern at this point. But yeah, let's go right in and see what we have.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli, but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
Oh, Xingqiu has never met Zhongli before.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
What are we going to discuss?
Whoa, there's so many people here.
Oh no, we interrupted him. Now we'll never find out.
All we knew was that Hu Tao invited Xiangling over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Happy Lantern Ride.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Okay, I wonder when Hu Tao's gonna appear.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun?
I'm learning a lot. I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yunjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try! See, someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Hu Tao herself.
Oh, Hu Tao was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba?
Boba!
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being.
Ooh.
Seems like it's almost time.
I wonder who the guest is going to be.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important.
In the beginning of this whole Lantern Rite story thing, they seem to, I don't remember where, but I, for some reason, remember that they seem to have suggested that a lot of people from different nations is going to be here. And I was like, oh, that's cool to see, like, how maybe, like, someone from, a character from Sumeru or someone from Inazuma would, like, how they would experience the, I guess, Chinese New Year's or Li Yue's Lantern Rite and how they feel about it, or what kind of, like, cultural comparisons they can draw from this and their own, like, culture. And I was like, oh, that'll be cool. Since they have so many characters now, they can totally do something like that. But then throughout this entire story, haven't really seen anyone outside of the Li Yue as any, like, prominent character, except for Dvorak, who is from Fontaine. But for some reason, I was under the impression that a lot of other characters are going to be there. Huh. I guess there was also this one animation that went through a bunch of, like, Li Yue's streets and showed a bunch of characters, like, hanging out. Like, Klee was running around the streets holding Chi-Chi's hands, and then, like, they cause, like, an explosion. Albedo, like, suddenly turns around and goes, like, uh-oh. And we see, like, Yunjin teaching Barbara, Nilu, and Ayaka? Maybe Ayaka wasn't there. How to do, like, the Chinese opera dances. That kind of showed, like, other people, other cultures in Li Yue. But yeah, anyways, I went on a tangent there anyway.
Could it be Kuching? Ningguang? Or Captain Beto?
You'd think it'd be Dvorak, right?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Suddenly, the door to the restaurant burst open as it's struck by blah blah blah.
We're here!
We're here.
Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the Conqueror of
Xiao?
Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
How'd she convince Xiao to come? Everyone exclamation marks.
Oh, I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
A few days ago at Wangshu Inn.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Xiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
Wait, what? A little bit of a flashback, but...
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhong... Sir.
No. That flashback was a little awkward to me. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
We're old friends, kind of. I feel like we're, like, equally acquainted with everyone here. We're not really more friends with one over another. Actually, we probably are, because we don't really have like a story quest with Chongyun. Maybe we're less friends with him. But we do have a hangout with event with him, so maybe that balances it out. I guess we have, however, spent a lot more time with Zhongli than everyone else here, since Zhongli is like a part of the Archon quest, and he had like his own character quest as well. But I feel like, I don't know, we kind of spent the same amount of time with each one of these characters. I guess Xiao was like a part of that one chasm storyline as well, whereas everyone else here really is only their story quest and their hangout. Oh, we're old friends. Wow.
Great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the host at Xingqiu kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
There's one more seat. I wonder who it's going to be for. The delicious looking food arrives and a pleasant scent fills the air. You blah, 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 blah,
I
blah,
would
blah.
have never guessed the person Hu Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
We're well traveled and cultured, and we have many friends in many areas.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Xiangling and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa, everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore.
No, Paimon doesn't get a seat.
Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
Wait, what?
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
Yeah.
What's your true intention then? A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Wait, what? Did everyone stand up and clap?
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise. Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Not long ago at Wangshu in again.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
What's going on?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
This is so weird. It's like a bunch of flashbacks and everyone's kinda up to shenanigans and doesn't really have anything to do with Lantern Right. I guess this is just like a bunch of friends getting together. But yeah, this story is a little bit awkward for some reason. It's not sitting well with me.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess. Huh? There's more to it? It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
Oh yeah.
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power.
That's why Dvorak isn't here.
Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same.
What?
And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Now we need a comic of Goba force feeding Xingqiu carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xiangling told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay? Not used to being around so many people?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend.
Oh, okay. Is it pervasive?
Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's good to hear. Give everything you don't eat to Paimon. An old friend?
You should know him. He's...
Huh? The wind? Ah, must have been just the wind. What was that? Must have been just the wind.
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time.
Wait, what? Where is that a reference we're supposed to get?
Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
It must be. I have no idea who it is. Who
if I'm
is
not
it?
mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in. No such need. I'm coming in.
It's Venti? What? No. I guess it is the wind, right? I should have guessed. The door to the restaurant gets blown open by a gust of wind again.
You finally let me in.
What is Venti doing here?
Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new, happy lantern rite. Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Wait, what? Is that Xiao's old friend that helped him deal with some stuff?
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
From what I understand, Venti and Zhongli should know each other at this point, right? Since they're both like archons, unless just because you're an archon doesn't mean you know each other. Just because you're a prime minister or a president or whatever doesn't mean you know all the other countries' leaders either.
Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery. This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Looks like there's some crabs in the middle. On the bottom there, some sort of rice dish, like fried rice. I don't know, or like is it porridge or congee? And then to the left of that is like this mushroom on top of some vegetables in some sauce. And then to the left of that is like sweet and sour pork. And then on top of that, it's like Shanghai bok choy. And then to the top right of that, that's like, I don't know, mapo tofu. Tofu. And then to the right of that, it's some sort of bao of some kind, some char siu bao. And then to the right of that, it's just a dish of like different kinds of meats, appetizer meats. And then the last one is, I don't even know what that is. It looks like leaves. Some greens, some kind of greens.
Huh, it's you.
I think MiHoYo could have put a bit more effort into the food to make it look delicious.
Oh, isn't this Zhongli?
They know each other because of the 5 Kasen event.
Zhongli?
Oh no, he's gonna give Xingqiu's pen name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Zhongli's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner.
Interesting.
I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Zhongli's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
He's... Oh, I guess they're pretending that they don't know each other, judging by Venti's face and Zhongli's like awkward like throat clearing. He's like, yeah, I don't know who Venti is. I don't. It's not like we're long immortal gods that have known each other for millennia. He's my old friend too. It looks like Xiao knows him too.
Yeah, Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes, yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was. I see.
I understand now, too.
Do you now?
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend that I have actually never met in my entire life before at all. Why would you even ask me that?
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
How did Hu Tao get Venti's attention to give him an invitation to this? And why would Venti decide to come to this unless he knows, like, the people who are involved or who also have been invited?
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
What are you talking about? Hu Tao, you just shut your mouth.
Xiao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really?
Is this all like one big prank that Hu Tao has put together? She kind of sort of has like an idea who these people are, but she's not like 100% confirmed in her mind, but she's just like, well, I can get all these people together in the room, so let's do that and see what happens. Let's see what kind of shenanigans would happen when everyone is like kind of like poked and prod about their past.
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon? Hey along.
Huh? Oh, right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, the old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
Why did it zoom into their hats? Or the little decorations they have on their hats?
You have great taste, Venti. I was afraid about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Hu Tao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point.
Why is Hu Tao like suspiciously walking all over the place?
But speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liua will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year.
As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
Huh? But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand, ... Yeah, it was last minute. How did he know about it?
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Ah, thank you. He must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Xingqiu kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Venti's smug face directed right at Zhongli.
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Oh, what's troubling you, Xiao?
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Xiao?
What's with the urgency?
Are you done eating? Want to head out for a walk? I ate too much. Could you come take a walk with me?
Sure.
It's like Xiao just getting a lot of what did they call it? It's like you feel anxiety by being in the public too much, or it's just like public anxiety. I don't know. It's Xiao's just like super introvertedness like taking over right now, and we kind of saw that. That's why we were trying to get him out of the situation, give him like an excuse to get out of the situation.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
Okay. Paimon has like separation anxiety from us. Every time we like leave her side, and she gets like really sad. Just like when we left her side in Sumeru during the Samsara, the Sub-Zeru's Festival of Samsara, and she like broke down crying when she finally found us again. But I guess the situation there was like more dire because she didn't know what happened to us, and that's why she was worried. It was because we were separated and she didn't know what happened to us or to the traveler. Whoa, everyone's standing and doing stuff.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Ooh, Paimon.
You're not allowed to leave Paimon here alone.
Okay, maybe she does have a little bit of separation anxiety.
To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, we don't, since Paimon's always with us, it's a little bit weird for her to kind of hang out with our friends. No, but we're all friends here, so that shouldn't matter, right? But I guess she usually does all the talking anyway, so I don't really understand why she has any issues here. I think it should be us that would be like a little bit scared to leave Paimon if this was a little bit more realistic, since we don't really talk for ourselves. Unless we're like confident in ourselves, but we just let Paimon do the talking. Just because it's like the dynamic there is a bit easier. Okay, Paimon, we'll be back really soon, okay? Don't you worry. Have another crab leg.
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
We were talking about food.
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Xiaoyang village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, no wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find. I guess I'll need his help next time as well.
It's a little bit weird. Like, we had that flashback where Zhongli appeared at Xingqiu because Hu Tao wanted to make sesame oil, and that was it. And then the next flashback was, I think Hu Tao, like, trying to find Xiao, which is like, wait, if Xiao is, or if Hu Tao is gonna go to Xingqiu anyway, why didn't she just get the sesame oil herself? Or is there something gonna tie all that together? So if I press start here, I guess they have like code in the background that if like Paimon ever gets detached from the traveler, like in the case of like being in the teapot and everything, if you like spawn the Paimon companion in your teapot, if you press start, Paimon doesn't appear. So it seems like they have that like feature where once Paimon is like part of the scene, she doesn't actually like, there's not like a double up of Paimon in your pause menu. Anyway, Xiao.
Let's depart. You go ahead.
Okay. Wait, do I leave first? I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope there wasn't like some object to like interact with.
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that. I did not have a read on the situation at all. I don't know why Xiao was all like stressing out, I guess. And I guess Lumine caught it. And that's why she asked him to come out. But like it was just like Venti and Zhongli shooting the shits, right? They're just talking. And other characters were chiming in here and there. It didn't seem like anything, like they weren't talking about Xiao or like trying to like poke him and get stuff out of him or anything. They were just talking their own conversation, and Xiao was just there. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what Xiao has to say.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
I understand. It's all Zhongli's fault. I understand. It's all Venti's fault. Wait, what? Maybe my social skills is just not there. I don't really understand why anyone's at fault at the moment. Everyone was just hanging out, right? But are we to understand that Xiao also knows that Zhongli and Zhongli, look at me pronouncing it so weird, Zhongli, Zhongli and Venti like know each other, and they're just kind of like putting up a facade, and Xiao sees through that? Is that like what we're trying to read into now? And Xiao's uncomfortable with I guess his acquaintances or his friends like lying to each other or lying to like other people in the room. through their actions or something. I'll say it's Venti's fault, since Venti was the one whose tone was more sarcastic.
No, I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then.
Okay, so they do explain it.
The
Okay.
Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute.
Flute?
It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans,
I thought he plays the lyre.
and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them. You do you.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes,
Oh,
the parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
no one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are.
Here we are.
I'm not intruding, right?
Kind of you are. Xiao was in the middle of an explanation and you just popped up.
You're not. What is it?
Oh, never mind.
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts.
Ooh.
Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Xiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't pull any lemniscatic wind cyclings on us.
Why would I?
Is that his like elemental skill ability?
Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Is that your favorite?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Xiangling. Thank you, and Guoba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Xiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Okay. Whoa, everyone's changed positions. Paimon.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
Oh yeah, we were whispering sweet nothings to each other.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides Besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sure, whatever.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Paimon. Paimon. Silly Paimon.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli.
Zhongli.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone...
I nominate Paimon. Hey, why is Paimon mad at us? Don't be mad. Don't be mad, Paimon.
I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss.
We'll do it, okay? Everyone just just stop like trying to force each other to do stuff.
We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her.
Whoa.
Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition.
What? Some silly stuff going on here. How come Hu Tao can teleport around? I guess her dodge, she like teleports, right?
The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
I guess this is a really Chinese thing.
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed!
When like a group of like family or whatever do like a big dim sum, the family usually like fights over who gets to pay the bill, and they all start like humbling each other, like, oh, but you did it last time, I'll do it this time. Oh, but you came all the way from blah blah blah. Oh, it wouldn't be right for you to be paying. I should be doing the paying and stuff like that.
If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness.
We just get Paimon to light it.
Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he gonna say it's Zhongli? Zhongli?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait. Don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, look at it. Their smug faces.
Oh, that's right.
That's not right, Paimon.
Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
Well, I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
You, of course. Take a look in the mirror.
Huh?
Paimon!
Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need.
Is this foreshadowing? We're gonna find out, like, Paimon's true past or background later, and it turns out she's, like, related to the unknown goddess or the heavenly principles in some way.
Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
Or she's, like, from Celestia or something.
But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Oh.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
Yeah, she's super adorable.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that. Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us.
Yay!
Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Oh, that's morbid. Amidst everyone's laughter and applause, Paimon clumsily lights the incense. You all have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Now that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it's time to say goodbye.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Thanks for the treat, Director. The food and desserts were delicious.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I will.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Ooh.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime.
You mean rap lyrics?
We'll catch you all later then.
Okay, have a good night, Hu Tao. We'll see you later.
Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Well then,
Rex Lapis.
just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Xiao.
Heaven forbid.
Adeptus Xiao. Let's stop teasing him now.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past?
Oh yeah.
The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Xiao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Okay.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah, the director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Okay, have a good night, Zhongli.
Bye, Xiangling! Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side.
Oh yeah, Paimon,
No,
my
no, no.
friend.
Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
Ah, it's my honor. I'm afraid there'll be a lot to ask of you in the future too, most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you are aware of that. Xiao, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave.
Okay.
The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you next time then.
Mata ne. Mata ne. I'll see you next time. Oh. Alright. Quest complete. Is that it? Oh, I guess that was like a world quest, right? It wasn't really in anything special. Yeah, it's done. Woo! Yeah, that was interesting. That was a weird story. It just kind of poked fun of, or tried to put together Zhongli and Venti, it seems like, and Hu Tao seems to have something up her sleeve. And at the same time, it put like the new generation of kids, like Hu Tao, Xingqiu, Chongyun, Xiangling, with a bunch of old guards. Venti, who else was there? Zhongli and Xiao. And yeah, we were there with Paimon. Paimon got mad at us. I don't really understand why Paimon got mad at us. That was a little bit random. It seemed to be a little bit contrived to make the story work. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for you for today. In the next one, I'll be talking to, or I'll be trying to find where everyone is. I think there's like a Reddit post someone put up of where all the characters are. I'll probably be following that. And yeah, I'll just be getting all the dialogue and everything. I probably won't talk too much in that video. I'll just be getting dialogue. So yeah, I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.
Take this!
This is how a festival